All right, welcome to Angry Joe Show Live. Woo! Yeah! Enough of you have shown up where I am not angry, so round of applause for not angry, but I will get angry later. Hello?
Wait, what?
Yes.
There was one time, wait, two times.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 times.
It depends on what your definition of is. No comment. Oh, my God.
I'm going to move my phone.
I'm shaking. You guys are making me nervous. This is crazy. I've not been in front of quite as many people all at once like this in a tight, intimate, they're here for us and only us. So I don't want to disappoint you guys. What do you want? Do you want me to get naked? Would you?
It's a little too much.
Do you want me?
Yeah!
Do you want me to get angry?
There you go.
Star Wars Battlefront. You done fucked it up. You had a template. A template was already there for you. 2 great Battlefront games, and you decided to make this shell of a game with hardly any content that is locked behind the wonderful season passes. By the way, they recently announced some more content for that if you had purchased it. But, they're just splitting the user base so much, and it kills me because that could have been, an amazing game. So, but it's going to be one of their reoccurring franchises, so you'll see more videos from me and OtherJoe on it. Hopefully they don't screw it up the second time and they take some feedback. Seems like they just wanted to rush that out.
It's going to get screwed up again.
Right, for the movie release. But, yeah. So, I guess I'll tell you a little bit about how the Angry Joe Show started, right? Do y'all know that story? No? Okay. So, I've always been a wee angry little child. I was the kid. I don't know if many of you have seen Good Dinosaur. It hasn't really been seen very much in the Pixar. You've seen it. The little dinosaur that breaks out of the egg, and the first thing that he does, his thing, is to hit things with a bat and just beat everybody up. That was me when I was a little kid. Just punching everything and being rambunctious. But obviously, I have a profound love of video games and board games. But so I've always had sort of strong opinions on things, and I would share with my friends, even when they asked me to stop. But,
Trust me, we've tried.
Yeah. So eventually, me, Joe, and a bunch of my buddies... It's weird because the Angry Joe Show started with a video game made by a company. It starts with a video game I hate now and don't play, and a company I hate and continues to kind of screw people over. That is Madden and EA. So it started with Madden. So let me tell this story. So we would play Madden, 4 players. We'd go to Chick-fil-A, and we'd buy a bunch of chicken nuggets, and we'd play 4 players on the same team, right? And we would see who gets the most interceptions and just try to be competitive amongst each other. Well, when Madden went from the Xbox, the original Xbox, to the 360, we were so hyped. We were like, yeah, boys, this is going to be awesome. And they showed that video. EA showed that video. I think it had Donovan McNabb in there, and the graphics were like so revolutionary. We were like, whoa. And of course, if you look at the video now, it looks like shit because it's like 10 years later. But anyways, so of course, the game comes out. Not only did it not look like that, it looked like garbage, but also they removed the ability to play multiplayer with your friends like how we play. Football, a team sport. They removed the team part of it. Now you can only go one-on-one. And so I got super pissed off, And I was like, well, fuck this. I'm gonna tell somebody about this. So I actually know where the Madden developers hung out on the internet. It wasn't at Madden.com forums or anything like that. They didn't even do that. They were at a place I think called Operation Sports, which is a forum like very pro sports, very pro Madden at the time. Of course, now they're they critique all different games, but. Basically, I went into the den of lions. This is hardcore Madden. Talk about it every day. Do the strategies. I posted this silly video. If any of you have seen Terry Tate, Office Linebacker, that commercial, right? So he's like, "Put your TPS reports, Michael," and then he'll sack people for not doing a good job. Anyways, it's like motivation for your employees. So what I did is I took that commercial, I redubbed it, remixed the footage. And then in between, the footage, I would make points like, "Why did you take out 4-player cooperative, Michael?" Dubbing him, and he would slam into the dude, and his papers would go everywhere. I made it seem as if I sent him to the Madden offices. So I thought it was a pretty funny video, and I was young and skinny, and with the mustache. I only had, I think, this big old stash. And I put it on the internet. So that was mistake one.
Yeah.
And mistake two is I put it on a forums of hardcore pro Madden players. So I put up the video criticizing Madden and saying how it went from awesome to shit on the next generation. The comments we got was so disgusting. It was like real mean. It was like, "Shave that pubic hair off your upper lip, you fucking bitch." And it's like, this fool needs to get more pussy, Why is he so angry? Man needs some pussy. All right, but anyway,
and those were the nice comments?
All right. But anyway, so they were really mean. But a guy named Ian Cummings, and I think he was a senior producer at the time on that game, he goes, "You know what? That was actually pretty entertaining. It was funny, and you're totally right. We needed to get those in. We didn't get those in. I'm going to tell you what. We're going to get those in next year." And I was like, what the? I was like, wow. I got my video in front of developer. I actually made a change. Now, I'm sure that they were already clamoring for it. But to get it to cut through all the bullshit of the, what do you call it, an echo chamber of, "Oh, you're doing a great job. This is a great game. Don't worry about it. No, the game is fine. I don't see what people are complaining about." To get your criticisms out in front, to have a developer watch it and completely and agree with you and say, "Next year, we're going to make sure that we put that in for you and for the fans." And I was like, wow. So I had, at the time, I'm like, whoa, I affected a multi-million-dollar franchise. This NFL is probably making billions, Madden, I don't know, millions. And so I was like, this is really cool. Oh, and by the way, after Ian Cummings posted that post, the tone on the forums completely changed. Goes, "Oh, yeah, well, I see what you're saying. He definitely made a good point there. No, I could see the dude. I mean, he still needs to shave that mustache, but he makes a good point." And so that's where it started. And then I immediately jumped into making a parody for, I think it was Sins of a Solar Empire. It was a space strategy game. I took footage of Admiral Akbar, and I was Admiral Joe in the Super Star Destroyer, and we fought, and Admiral Akbar kills me, and my Super Star Destroyer crashes, and I put that video up, and the CEO of that company, I think at the time, of that who developed Sins of a Solar Empire, put it up on his website. This is the most crappy video. This is when my green screen was like garbage, and I just used JPEGs in the background. Cardboard boxes. Yeah. But he liked it, and you could tell he was passionate. He goes, "Joe, that's what we based this game off of. That scene that you used in Return of the Jedi, you tapped into it." And I was like, wow, this is really cool. When you make a video that is entertaining while trying to put in some informative points, people are more likely to watch it, and people are more likely to stick by, and they see, "Oh, yeah, I'm doing a good job," but then they hit the criticism, and they don't immediately shut it off. Or like a forum, a developer reading a forum, there's a lot of, you guys know, there's a lot of shit on the internet, trolls, and people going too far. But when you do informing and entertaining, developers are more likely to listen and actually read the criticism and then change. So I was like, this is great. I'm going to do this. So I bought a camera, I bought soft boxes, which are those lighting equipment. Actually, the first ones I bought, I went to Home Depot. They were like $15 a piece, and they were like these hot lamps, like 800 watts. So I put them all down, and I turned them on, and I was doing my review, and I was like, this game sucks. I just swear. So that's how I kept so skinny, because I no longer use those lights, so that's why I'm getting a little fatter, because I'm not sweating as much. But no, that's from sitting in front of a computer for 6 years. But anyway, it was an awesome experience, and I caught on to something and it hit a chord with people. And I highly encourage you guys to do the same. If you have strong opinions on video games and you want to share it, then YouTube and a lot of different video services, Twitch and stuff like that, is a great platform for getting your message out there. And trust me, the feeling of somebody watching your video and saying, "Dude, I totally was thinking the very same thing. I'm so glad." It's good because you have that like momentary connection with somebody that you've never met before, and all of a sudden you're like instant friends, and you talk about that part in the game or that you remember and stuff. So it's really a great feeling. I highly encourage you guys to do the same. But yeah, so Joe, how did I twist your arm to be in my show? Because I don't know.
I'm such a nice guy. I just said, sure, why not?
He would say yes to everything. I would come to him and I'd be like, Joe, I need you to be a soldier. He's like, oh, cool. Joe, I gave him all the badass roles first. Like, I need you to be a barbarian.
I didn't know it was a trap.
I need you to be this. It's a trap.
I was like, hey, yeah, this sounds
then,
pretty cool.
slowly, I start dressing up Joe in more ridiculous outfits.
Like every time it's like less and less of my costume. He just brings out a bikini. He's like, all right, now I need you to wear this. I was like, sure.
Yeah, so have you guys seen the Metal Gear Solid review?
There you go.
All right, yeah.
Who here thinks that OJ rocked that look? There you go.
Best quiet cosplay ever. It was highly embarrassing shopping for that. We went to different stores. We were in the women's section.
Us two was like, what are y'all trying to do? We're trying to make him look like this.
And the lady was like,
she's like, okay.
All
right.
Well, she took it seriously, though. I really appreciate that. She was like, you have broad shoulders, so this one not going to work. None of them are going to work, but we'll make it work. And so that's...
Found out I'm a B cup.
Yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
Impressive.
What's the catchphrase, OJ?
It's quiet time.
It's quiet time.
Joe, come on.
Give some effort.
Shh. It's quiet time.
So yeah, I have really good friends that let me put them through hell playing bad video games. But I highly encourage you guys to put your friends through bad video games with you. If you're going to suffer, make them suffer too. Because you have a forever connection and you look at each other when something happens in another video game. For example, we were playing a game called Motorcycle Club.
Oh, my God.
And the racing in that game is so garbage. Like, you barely move the controller and your racer's like... fly off to the right and explode. So me and Joe, like when we're playing this game, we did this. We looked, and we knew instantly, referencing back to the Ride to Hell experience when we were playing that game. So a lot of moments, but there's no timer here, and I want to get oh my God, I am on the big screen.
I didn't even see that. I was looking at this one. Well, that's embarrassing.
Do I look good? Okay. All right.
I always look good, so we're good.
Okay. So I just want to take a bunch of questions and give these out, and then we can go back to bullshitting around. And then, I have. So we're going to give these out, and then I have, in case y'all don't know, tonight I'm going to be officially revealing to you guys a project I have been working on secretly behind the scenes. Exclusive for you for coming, and it is a passion project of mine. 3 of my favorite childhood franchises. I have no idea how this happened, but doors have been opened, and I I'm hoping I do the licenses justice, and I know that you're going to love it. But I'm working on a board game, and it's the same company that made this. This is Mega Man, the board game. Capcom and Jasco Games made it. So I'm going to give a copy of this away to one of you guys at the end, and then I'm going to reveal the new board games towards the end. So let's take some questions. Yes, go ahead. The one with the mic.
Yeah. Flew all the way from Puerto Rico. Yes. 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 I know, Boricua, man.
All right.
Yeah, my friends are here as well. Flew all the way from Puerto Rico. Bunch of questions. I got one. How did you choose your attire? I mean, your whole wardrobe.
Oh,
how did that?
Well, I don't want to say. It made me when I first started the show. I was super skinny, had the bony shoulders, and I wanted to look badass. And so a leather jacket, I highly recommend a purchase of a leather jacket. It'll make you look like an instant badass. So that is the jacket part. But of course, this symbol is from when I was born. You know, I love Superman coming out of the womb. So I will always love Superman. I'm really nervous. I'm nervous, but I'll tell you what, nervousness is starting to turn into excitement now. I know I've been really critical, but and this is dangerous because if I get too excited and that Batman vs Superman comes out and it is a disaster, you're going to see a total meltdown.
We're all scared about it, so
okay,
we're all with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead over there.
Yeah. Oh, we got the mics.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I'm going.
Oh, there's two back and forth.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. I'm blind.
So, Joe, I know in one of your videos you've referenced that you used to work at Dell. And knowing how bureaucracy works, because I work at Intel myself, that things kind of get bloated, businesses get big.
Yeah.
So the question I have to you is, do you feel like AAA needs to die in some respect and it needs to go back to smaller teams? Because unfortunately, it's like that vicious cycle of them getting too big. They stop producing what you want, and they're going over budget. Games could sell 1 million copies and still be considered a failure.
That's super interesting, dude, because as you've already seen it now, AAA games, they're not satisfied with selling at AAA sales numbers anymore. They not only are they giving you the AAA game, but they're giving you the fucking season pass for $50. You know, that's as much as the fucking game. You don't rip out a few fucking maps and put it over here and sell it for another $50, the price of the game. And now they're breaking off factions. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Factions.
There we go.
Like that you can't, and it breaks my heart because Warhammer Total War. I want to buy it. I want to love it. I love the 40K universe. I love the fantasy universe. But they broke off the Chaos faction. The only way to get it is to pre-order it or pay $5 later. And then I heard another in Battlefleet Gothic Armada, which I'm planning to go and get a preview for it. Same thing. Space Marine faction broken off. Pre-order. Oh my God! And I'm waiting for an email confirmation. It said, are you going to charge people for this later, or is it going to be free? Cricket. Nobody wants to talk to me anymore, you know? So I agree that as these AAA games, they start to get more and more bloated with all this other bullshit. Meanwhile, you have really passionate indie devs and mid-level publishing companies who jam-pack their game with content because they're trying to justify their existence. They're trying to get attention in this dominated AAA world, right? And their quality of games is often better. You could feel the passion behind it, and there's not all this bullshit. So do I think that they need to die? No, because I like a lot of the AAA games, but I think that, we need to start supporting more indies and smaller publishers, and maybe things will change.
But don't you feel like the system's kind of flawed in that respect, that it just gets more bloated? Like,
yeah,
you got more chiefs and not enough Indians, and cost of games just go up, and that cost shouldn't go to the people buying the games. Mm-hmm. That's a problem with how the system works. So
I agree with you. It's difficult, man, and it's it's an exciting and scary time in the video games industry, especially with microtransactions and mobile games starting to seep over, and you've seen it with Ubisoft and credits and points and but you can buy these if you want, and then gaming the system to make it really hard to earn, to make it more likely that you buy. It's a scary time. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I wanted to know if is that really you playing Corporate Commando or Corporate Commander? Is that you behind the mask?
Who?
Mystery.
Who plays Corporate Commander?
Yeah,
No,
we don't know what that is. What?
no, I don't play Corporate Commander. You? Me? Well, we know it's not Joe because Joe's like 5'4", so.
Yeah. 5'4".
I'm just curious.
My mom said 5'6" is average. So that's good.
Your mom lied to you, son.
She does that a lot.
Oh man. Oh shit! I gotta give you posters. Who came up? So come back and grab a poster. The people that already asked the question, come grab a poster. Just give them a poster when they get here. Joe. Okay.
If it was
So
a voiceover, could we get some kind of voice right now?
what's that?
If you're doing if Corporate Commander is you, or if it's like a voiceover that you do, could we get some?
Yes, I do the voiceover for Corporate Commander. I
can we
dress
get
up
some right
as
now?
him. Yes, that's me.
Those are company secrets. Just
Damn
let
it!
them out there.
You gave it away. Fuck! Now go buy my game. I love Corporate Commander. I've been working on an idea. I want to know what you guys think. You can either say woo or you can boo. Well, those kind of sound similar. But
Just stay quiet. Just stay quiet.
I was thinking about doing a Corporate Commander show, right? Where from the other side, where it's, okay, all right, sort of tongue-in-cheek, where he shows you the best games. Angry Joe is trying to show all the best games, but Corporate Commander's sick and tired of this bullshit Angry Joe. So he's going to show you the best games and why you need to buy them. So it should be pretty fun, tongue-in-cheek. I hope to do it. And we have a really funny thing planned for this April Fool's, so check that out. Forget about it so that it has more impact when it happens.
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't have mentioned that, but it's going to be cool. God damn it. Okay, next. Grab a poster.
Whether you intended to or not, I just wanted to thank you for being a champion against the Microsoft shenanigans during the X-Bone release. Thank you.
No, thank you guys, because it's not just me, but it's people like you and me who who just voice their concerns. It's okay. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to tell these big companies that's not what we want. We don't want that, and look what happened.
Well, that's me. There you go. It's done. It's over.
Out.
No, we're done.
So, and notice that it changed, and I was just there. Look, and let me tell you a little story about that, because they were not taking interviews at all. And they were like canceling interviews. And I was like, no, I have to do this. I have to do this for the people that watch my show. So, and you guys made that interview happen with Major Nelson. What happened was I went to the Xbox booth, and there was a girl there, and there was two sections. It was like media check-in, international media. I went to media check-in. Hey, I'm media. You act the role that you want. So I went there, real professional, like I'm, somebody that is meant to be there. And they took me seriously. The lady came down, and she goes, "Are you broadcast?" And I go, she's like, you seen around the world? And I said, yeah, I'm broadcast. I'm seen around the world. So I said, yeah, I am. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. Who are you again? And then right then, a viewer came up. He was like, Joe? Angry Joe! Angry Joe! Tom, Angry Joe's over here! So it was perfect timing. So they came up to me. They were like, oh, dude, sign this. And then they took a picture. And I was like, oh, my God, this is great. This lady is sitting there, like, watching this.
She's like, all right, it checks out.
Okay. Oh, this guy must have a lot of audience. And that's not the only thing that happened. After they ran off, another one came. And he was like, Joe, take a picture with me. So right after that, she was good and buttered up. She was like, okay, so this guy must have a show. He's like, oh, I love your show. That's what he said. I love your show. So she's like, okay, we're not taking interviews. I might be able to squeeze you in there. And Major Nelson isn't doing this and that. And I was like, well, I met him in Austin one time. Tell her it's Angry Joe. But he wouldn't know who I am, but I was like, he probably wouldn't remember me. So, because he came to Austin. But anyway, so she goes up and she comes back. She's like, all right, come back at this time. I can fit you in for 10 minutes. So I was like, okay. I ran off, did other interviews, and I had to run back and forth between the South and all that. I was like sweating. So by the time I get there for the schedule where, Major Nelson's there, so I go up there. He's giving an interview. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought there was no interviews. It was like Attack of the Show or something like that. I was like, didn't that show stop? But you were still going. No. I like that show. I'm just saying I didn't know that they were still doing it. And so then they finished with these super fancy cameras. They took me upstairs. There was like, caviar. So it's not caviar, but they had all the little, delectable deliciousness here, and I felt all fancy. And then I felt immediately bad because I turned around and picked up my backpack and I pulled out my handheld camera and I twisted it on my little pathetic, cheap $30 fucking tripod, and I put it in the corner, and everybody's kind of looking at me like, who the hell let this guy in here? So I was probably not supposed to be there. Anyway, Major Nelson came over, and I was like, I just want to apologize to you, because I actually, and I'm going to air this right now, the most embarrassing thing I ever said to another gaming professional was to Major Nelson. When he visited Austin, he came by, and I was like, at the time, I was hardcore Xbox, and I really enjoyed it, and I liked, that he was there visiting, and I said something so stupid that I wish I could have took back immediately when it came out of my mouth. I go, you don't look like a gamer. And he goes, really? What does a gamer look like, Joe? And I go, damn, I shouldn't have fucking said that. Why did I say that? Because gamers are everybody. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're young, if you're old, if you're, male, female. And so, and I didn't feel the other way either. It's like, I know I shouldn't have said that, but I just said that. So I was like, so right when it came up, I just said, I just want to apologize to you. Back in Austin, I said, I said that. And he's like, don't worry about it. It's like, and so that built the rapport, and he was ready to do the interview. We do the interview, and I'm like, yeah, so DRM, can't you just, turn that off? We don't want it. It's not like you can flip a switch, Joe. 3 days later, they flipped the switch. Anyway, sorry for the rambling there. So hopefully that answers your question, if it did. Go ahead,
Joe. So thank you for covering The Witcher 3. I got into it, and all the Witcher series. And
yeah. The Witcher, best game of 2015.
Best series ever.
It's really nice. If you guys haven't played The Witcher yet, play it. Play them all, but preferably the third one, because that's the biggest and best and most polished.
Yes, and are you going to be covering Cyberpunk? Like how are you interacting with
Cyberpunk?
This project? Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm super into that. I was really depressed because one of my favorite games of all time that I thought was going to be really awesome got canceled. What's that? Oh, yeah, grab a poster.
Yeah, you can have one.
Got canceled. Prey 2. I'm telling you, the behind the closed doors demo for that was so impressive. It was like Blade Runner and futuristic, and you're a bounty hunter and stuff, and it basically was Blade Runner. So I'm hoping that Cyberpunk can be this sort of Blade Runner-esque type of thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't seen any of it, and they're being real, secretive with it, but I would love to get my hands on that, or get you guys some exclusive footage or something. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
When you do that, CD Projekt Red listens, and they're like, well, maybe we should. You are the power of the Angry Joe Show. Never forget that. It's your voices that allow me to do what I do. So thank you guys again so much.
Well, and are you going to have a meet and greet?
What's that?
A meet and greet?
Yes, I will have a meet and greet.
Yeah,
When is
afterwards.
that?
Right after this, I'm pretty sure.
Well, what's the
and
Twitch
then we
meet
have
and greet?
another one tomorrow at Twitch, the fan meet and greet at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Tons, can you come here? I can't hear you. This is Tons of Fun, one of our community
Say hi.
managers. 6 p.m. at Alamo Street.
Tomorrow.
Mall?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Alamo Street. I don't think I can fit all of you. I was planning on buying everybody drinks, but I thought like maybe 100 of you would show up. Instead, like 600, I think they told me, showed up. So yeah, I would go broke. But yeah, so I want to hang out with you guys. So meet and greet.
10 a.m. tomorrow at the Twitch booth.
At the Twitch booth. Coke Carnage will be there too if you guys like him. And then the 6 p.m. at Alamo
Alamo
Street.
Street.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. So, yes, next question. Grab your poster.
Hey, Joe. I've
Yeah.
been watching you for a few years, and I've noticed as your viewership grows, there seems to be some hate about like how often you put out content.
Yes. Thank you for bringing this up. I would love to speak about this, so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's an interesting thing, and obviously it sucks and it kind of depresses you. As a creative person, it hurts a little bit in your creativity, constantly being pressured to do, something, and you have to be inspired by something, right? So that's number one. But on the flip side of it, it means that they really like the show. And they're like, where is that next episode? I can't wait to see it. Obviously you're doing something right if they get that passionate about, what the fuck, dude, you lazy piece of shit? Where's my next free video?
Pretty much.
And that's very nice. That's one of the nice ones.
And I love it. No, please don't do that. But behind there, I know that there is a goodness to it, if that's even possible. At least maybe I am so naive. But no, so yeah, no.
Some good.
The reason why some of the reviews have slowed down is because when I first started the show, I was literally doing 80 hours a week. Like, I would wake up, do the Angry Joe Show, not go to sleep, then do the Angry Joe Show, then go to sleep for like an hour or two, then wake up and do the Angry Joe Show. So that's how there were like 4, 5, 6 reviews in a month. And now there's only like 2, 1, 2, or 3. I want to increase that. That's why last year I brought OtherJoe full time. We haven't really seen the full effects of that, but we will this year. Same with Delrith. For our Twitch channel, we have a lot of fun on Twitch. I highly recommend you watch it live, because a lot of content that we have on the Twitch doesn't go on the YouTube. We're going to get better about that as well.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping this year we can increase the amount of reviews. Another reason why is in December and January, there's not a whole lot of games coming out. There are a few, but there's some. But I'm also been working on this secret project behind the scenes, and I think you're going to love it. So it kind of sucks to see that, but you know what? I won't ever disable comments. I like reading the good ones, because I know the YouTube comments have a bad reputation, and it deservedly so. But there are some cool people there that I read comments there and stuff. So thank you for bringing that up.
Also, how many of that jacket do you have?
How many what?
Of that jacket.
I actually have 4 of these. This is... That's not funny. I have like 20 of these shirts. You should see my closet. I can't wait to... I'm going to do a video once where... Oh, you're following me?
Following, there you go.
I'm going to do a video one day where you see my closet and just... And you're fucking turning it on. Anyways, so yeah, I have 4 of these. The original Angry Joe jacket's getting a little dirty, but I'm so paranoid. I don't want anybody to clean it. I don't want to drop it off. I was telling Joe, I was like, do you think I can go to one of those cleaners and like, can I pay you extra to watch you?
Does that not sound creepy? That sounds creepy. Like, I want to watch you.
And she's like, no. No, it's like, but, I'm paranoid about the jacket. I need to make sure it's done right and everything. And no. All of a sudden, she turned into pine salt. Okay. Yeah, come on, grab a poster. Go ahead.
This is for...
give me 1 second. How do I know how much time I have left? Because I want to show you the cool pictures on the game. Here, one of you whip out your phone so that I know how much time.
No, I already got yelled at for that.
What? Okay. Thank you, sir. What time is it? How long does this panel run? What? 3 o'clock? Okay, so it's 2:38. Cool. Go ahead.
Quick question.
Quick question
20 minutes.
for OtherJoe.
Tell me at 15.
No, never mind.
No, sorry.
Question for OtherJoe. Was there ever a review that you disagreed with Joe? Like, doesn't have to be a big disagreement, but like, oh, that should have been like a 6 instead of a 7, or that should have been like a 9 instead of a 10.
I'm trying to think. I enjoyed, I guess, Sleeping Dogs a little bit better than he did. I guess that would be one of them. Should have been.
Yeah, Joe likes Sleeping Dogs. He felt it was a little unfair on the score, but yeah. I wanted more from it. But yeah, that was one. But movie reviews, we disagree a little more.
Yeah, we did. What was the last one?
Did you like Jurassic World? There was somebody that liked Jurassic World, and I would just argue with them all day long.
I liked it.
It's not that great. But it did make a lot of money. Maybe it'll get better. But yeah.
Mainly on movies. We disagree on movies mainly. It's not games as much.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah. Is that the last one?
Unfortunately, yes, it is.
Oh, that sucks.
Because someone forgot.
Yeah.
The other
I'll get the
shirts.
board game away at the end. Sorry, guys. There's no more posters left.
We can sign your foreheads if you want.
Bam.
Go ahead.
That
Go
works.
ahead.
Has there ever been a review where you completely change your opinion, like during it? Like
Yes. So, and it really got me down one day. There's a friend of mine named Spoony Experiment. He was on. Oh, you like Spoony? All right, good. He ran out and bought a game after watching one of my videos because I gave it a kind of a good review. I think that was Sacred 2. And I gave it like an 8 or something high and then immediately after I put that out, I was like, man, I just got wrapped up and so excited in making videos and just, it was awesome. And then at the end of the day, I felt good, and when you're in that mood, I gave it a little higher score. Unfortunately, it was not that good, and it's funny. It was like, this game is fucking awful. Why did you rate it so high? And I was like, damn it. So I was like, I wish I could go back and change that score and make it lower. The Michael Jackson Experience, I think I gave way too high of a score, which, by the way, I don't know if you can't see that video. It's actually blocked worldwide because it has Michael Jackson music in it, which is bullshit. That's fair use. I was reviewing the title, so that's one of the things I'm fighting right now. I still have copyright, claims on the channel for that kind of stuff, and you can't really go to war with these people with these deep pockets. At least not the music industry. They're like crazy. They are crazy. Anyways, so hopefully I can get that block off. But yeah. I do want to change the scores every once in a while. But now I take this shit super serious. And if notice, I have never done decimals. I don't like decimals. I feel like, be a man. Do the right thing. Give the score. That's a comedian. But anyway, so, don't be wishy-washy. Choose. What is this? What is this? 7.9? What does that mean? Is that an 8? Is it 7? So, and me and IGN recently, I think it was Dan Stapleton, got into a public argument because I was like, oh my God, and they gave Titanfall a 9 or an 8, or he was like, no, we didn't. We gave it an 8.9, not a 9, Joe. Stop misleading everybody. And I was like, it's 0.1 point. What's the difference? Anyways, so I do take it a little more seriously, and if I edge more towards as I become older and more cynical and get off my lawn, the scores are a little harder now. So yeah, cool. Go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm a big fan of your work. Delrith, huge fan of your streams. So
little louder.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of your streams.
Thank
so
you.
Keep that up going, please. That was really cool.
Woo! Yes, Hell
thank
Streams. You are funny as hell. So the story. Let me tell you the story real quick about Del. He's a competitive gamer, really fun. And when you have somebody like this that can destroy people, especially
you're making me
in
blush.
first-person shooters, you want it on your side. You make the game so much more fun to play. You can critique the game in a way that I can't because I'm not at a high professional level. So he usually finds a lot of the bugs and glitches and imbalances and stuff, and that is critical. And it's a really good piece of the AngryJoe Show. Go ahead.
OtherJoe, it's quiet time. Good job.
Thank you.
And this guy is a Joe. So we got that going for us.
He's our eye candy. He's really good at it.
We were thinking about naming Delrith Not Joe.
Not Joe.
Not Joe. And it turned it into Nacho. But anyway, go ahead.
I think Del like that.
I became a big fan of your content through That Guy with Glasses.
Yeah.
And I saw you show up in Doug's movies, and
Yes.
I saw you show up recently in Linkara's movie.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. How did that sort of partnership come about?
Yes, go out and watch Linkara's movie, Atop the Fourth Wall, the movie. I have literally the most badass scene in it. I would like to thank Lewis Lovehog, which has the best last name ever, Lovehog. Oh, yeah. I want that last name. Anyway, so, how did it come about? Because we're friends, he asked me to be in it. He's like, Joe, you want to come over? I kickstarted this, or I think it was Indiegogo, and the fans wanted it, and, I want to write you in. I was like, oh, do I get to use guns? And he was like, yes, you are the gun guy. And I was like, all right, I'm in. So that's how it came about, and go watch it. I haven't used Force Lightning on my show in a long time, and Linkara just nailed it. It is so cool. Okay, and all right, so that's the last question. I'm sorry, guys, because I want to show you some cool stuff here. But you'll have some other chances to ask at the later on tomorrow at 10.
10 for PAX. 10 for Twitch, 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm. And then later on at the thing I can't remember, but y'all can remember better than me.
Alamo Street.
Alamo Street.
And then I think we're doing a signing after this.
So let me do the cool thing here. So whose laptop was this again?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh no. Here it goes. Okay, ready? And should I do the music first?
Where do we look?
Okay.
Do a little dance.
Ready? Hopefully this works.
There you go.
What am I doing? That's not part of it. I'm not supposed to mind it. No! Password! Get a password! This theme goes with everything. Type in that password, dude. Oh, wow, that was fast. That theme song. Oh, my God. If you can put it up on the big screen. There it is. Street Fighter Miniatures game.
Yeah.
Coming soon. Get your money ready. Please support this game. It's going to be fucking awesome. It's in cooperation with Capcom, Jasco Games, pending approval down here. But we have pre-painted miniatures battling each other. You have basically what you do is you have dice and decks. Each character has their own unique deck that you can customize as well. So all their famous moves, and you fight against each other. You can play a 1v1 just like the video game versus, or you can go all the way up to 6 players. So you can do 2v2, you can do 3v3. We're thinking about, doing like tag team and some of these other super interesting modes like power up and stuff the video game can't do that you've not seen. So, because the video game is always going to be the video game. It's always going to be better in the sense that it simulates that move. So we want to provide you that and a little bit more. So, Street Fighter the Miniatures game coming soon. I don't want to nail the date because, guys, game development is hard. I can now respect, just from the other side of things, I just yell at these guys all day. And now I'm being yelled at. No, I'm just like, no, I yell at other people. But so I've developed this game, developed a system, and I went out. And in order to ensure that it is the best game possible, I assembled a dream team of really big names within the board game industry, the card game industry, and the miniatures game industry. So we have Kevin Wilson, who's done such board games as Arkham Horror. Has anybody played that? All right. Doom the board game, Descent First Edition, just really cool games. And we have Daryl Hardy in my lab. You might need your... Okay, yeah. So we have Daryl Hardy, who did the Star Wars card game, and we have Mac Martin, who did Dust with Fantasy Flight at one point. He's our miniatures guy. Daryl is the CCG, so I'm melding the best of all worlds. And I have Rob Daviu, I got to get his last name wrong there, but he did Star Wars Epic Duels. He did Heroscape. So these are all really big games. And we want to do this thing justice, because that's why I'm here. I want to make sure that it's not just some crappy game or something to play off the license or whatever. I want it to be true to the license in the video game. So, but that's not all, okay? Because we have 2 more games, and that's coming after this one. The greatest part is all these games use what's called a universal tactics system. So because they're use the same system, that means they're compatible. So you can imagine you can fight different things. So let me bring up the next one for you here. Anybody recommend that? Mortal Kombat is coming after that.
Nice.
So you can imagine if you have your Street Fighter miniatures and you have your Mortal Kombat miniatures, now, you know, you can fight against each other and create the ultimate dream fight that I've always wanted to see. And I hope maybe eventually we will. That would be awesome. So you could do it in the miniatures game. And then, so this is Mortal Kombat. And that is what we would like to do. And this is something that's never been done before. So I really, really need your guys' help. It's going to be on Kickstarter. All 3 of these. And because I want to get these games in your hand as soon as possible so that you can play against the franchises all right away, we're going to do the Kickstarters one right after the other, quickly. So maybe 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off. And then the next one starts 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off. And then finally the third one, which I'll show you here, 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off. That way, by the time you get done, you will have all the sets. They'll ship to you. You'll play with the Street Fighter one. Then the Mortal Kombat will come in. You'll play with that one and play against each other. And the next one will come, which is the third franchise. Boom! Yeah! Dragon Ball Z! This is my childhood, Toonami up in here. Well, no, so that was Dragon Ball Z, the miniatures game, and oh my God, I'm so proud and happy that we've got this license for you, and we're going to make a badass miniatures game. And because our miniatures are going to be so high quality and pre-painted, it's going to be like collectibles. So if you don't like board games, still look into it, because you might want to display these next to your computer. I know I have little, statues and figurines next to my computer, so definitely take a look at that. So what's the time on there? Let me give away this game.
We got 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
How are we
can
going to
take
do
more
this?
questions. But how are we going to do this,
I have
Joe?
no idea.
Shoot.
We'll just throw it?
Shoot. Let's do trivia, Angry Joe trivia. And I'll come up with a question.
Dance off. I like that.
Dance off, yeah.
Dance off? Does anybody want to dance for a $60 board?
that guy with the Michael
Yeah, get on
Jackson.
camera. That is a great idea.
The guy's a Michael Jackson
Okay,
jacket.
so
It's amazing.
if you want to dance, we'll grab the guy in the hoodie who's super enthusiastic. Come here, yeah. And who else wants to dance? Show me you really want to dance.
I don't
need
wanna
to see it. This guy over here, yeah, you, the worm guy.
With the phone.
It's going to be a dance party. We should have a dance party.
Can you put the camera back up here so these guys can do a dance behind us? Is this in the way? Is that in the way? Can we put the camera back? Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, can y'all get them?
Your son's about to embarrass himself?
Here, y'all come up to the stage and do it right over here. Oh, no, because that's will block you, so go ahead, that's fine. So, on the count of 3, I'm going to put out the
This
music.
guy's lacing up.
Can we get
He's
some
lacing up.
scorecards? I've always wanted to do that.
Okay, so, to the Guile theme for the Street Fighter. Oh, I wish I brought that! Drop that bouquet! Trying to drop that bouquet, girl! Okay, ready? And music now. Yeah, it's a fight! It's a dance fight! Woo! God, oh, damn, son! Look at that moves. That white guy moves like you ain't never seen. You ain't never seen it. Actually, you've probably seen it all the time. All right. Okay, all right. So, what does he got? Oh, he's taking his belt off.
Shit, we're getting serious.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here.
Woo! Oh no! Oh no! He's a b-boy. Oh shoot! Oh damn it! God darn it! Woo!
Don't get intimidated. Don't get intimidated. You got this.
This is gonna be hard. The competition is so close.
This is neck and neck right now.
Okay, guys. So this is a 14-minute long song. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Thank you, guys, so much for coming out. But we do have 5 minutes left, so I might as well use these 5 minutes. So I'll take a question. Just don't sit down. Raise your hand.
This guy.
This guy? This guy right here. You're welcome. He said thank you for saving him money on Star Wars Battlefront. Ooh, that's a good one. What? Oh, please don't say that. I'm with my friend and my main man, Total Biscuit. Watch his video on that. He talks a little bit about that, and I agree with him 100%. Which is basically it's dangerous because me personally, I don't like it, just like he does. Because you get disinterested. A lot of the Back to the Future. I actually reviewed the first one, and I never finished the other reviews because there were delays and setbacks, and they were supposed to come out this time, they come out this time, and so you kind of become disinterested, less involved. So yes, they may create a really awesome, self-contained little story, but I want to be immersed in the mythos, in the world, and it's a little harder to do that when you're only getting a little taste every 6 months, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's dangerous. I don't like it. And I want a full Hitman game. I want a full, what the other one used, Deus Ex, which I'm pretty sure it's full, hopefully. Go ahead, sir.
I just want to know, what has been your favorite game, what's your favorite shoot to reviewing, and that you had most fun on? What game was it that you had most fun reviewing?
Oh, the game I had most fun reviewing, that was Sleeping Dogs, because we did this big production. It was called Cold Noodle. You guys need to watch the Sleeping Dogs review. I looked at the views on it. Nobody watched it. Every time we go big,
I like the Grand Theft Auto one because we got Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Hot Wheels. I went out and bought Hot Wheels. That was an experience. And then we actually drove those Hot Wheels to a strip club. And we had guys, I'm not joking, there were guys like, what the fuck, walking in the strip club. And I was like, really? You're going to judge me?
It was an Escalade, though.
I'm in Hot Wheels. It was an Escalade. So I was like, it's all right. It was an Escalade. And so I went in there and I tried to get some stripper girls to come out, and they
weren't impressed with our Power Wheels.
They were not impressed with the Escalade. So, yeah, anyways.
Get somebody in the back over there.
Okay, somebody in the back. Let's do the one holding the book. Yeah. Thank you.
Johnny B.
He wants my secrets. Ow! Ouch! No, I'm a Dapper Dan man. Anybody seen Old Brother We're Out Now? I am the man of... Okay. So instead of Dapper Dan, I use Johnny B. And it's funny because... Oh, free promotion for Johnny B. You better pay me. You should look at the Johnny B bottle. It's Angry Joe on there. So look it up. Johnny B. I use the blue bottle. So you want hair like this? Johnny B. All right, somebody else in the back. That one way in the back there on the... Yeah, you. Yes, you. Oh. Twitch experience? Favorite Twitch experience?
We broke the Kappas per
All of
minute
them.
record.
Yes. We hold the cap. Well, I don't know now.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
anymore.
We broke it at
We're the
one
first
point.
ones to break the Kappa record, which is, if you know Twitch, it's a little emote, and we were like Kappa, 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 and we flooded our chat, and it counts how quickly you can do it. So it's not just the quantity, but how
many
quickly you can
Kappas,
do
yeah.
it. And so my chat just went crazy, and we broke the record. We were the highest one for a long time, and then probably it's been broken. What website is that?
I don't remember, but we
Promotion.
got destroyed.
There's a website that does it.
There's another one that has like 12,000 Kappas per minute or something.
Okay, the one waving that. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you can get a picture. We're doing a autograph signing at, what does that sign say? My eyes are terrible.
It says time.
Time, cool.
Time.
All right, so that's our time. We are doing a signing, and we could probably do pictures there or something. What's that? Yes, I do. You were the one that ran around and found me, and we took pictures together. I remember, but what was his name?
I wasn't here.
Yeah, the Wanderer. Yeah, because you were wandering the whole. Yeah, awesome, man. Nice to meet you again. Glad to see you here. And thank you guys so much for coming to my panel. Appreciate it. I hope to see y'all back, and possibly next year. Thank you guys so much.